Hello everybody and welcome to another game from the Perfect World Masters Tournament. This is the tournament coming out of China, the first ever minor coming out from China. We have game 2 of this best of 3 between Newbee and Team Secret. Team Secret won the first game in a really phenomenal way. They were doing fairly well in the early game. The mid game was totally dominated by Newbee, but then with extremely great play from mid 1 and Ace came back to win it and actually ended up getting a GG after they got their second lane of racks. Mid 1 was phenomenal on the Morphling, and Ace was very good on the Tiny as well. On the other side, though, we did have some standouts from Newbee. As always, Moogie was phenomenal. He played his Lifestealer. Hadn't seen him play that a lot. Did play it very well. Now, though, he is on to Timbersaw, which he is absolutely phenomenal with. I think he was playing versus Virtus Pro when he had his phenomenal Timbersaw game. Won it not single-handedly, of course, but it did sometimes seem as though he was carrying the entire game. SCCC had a great performance as always on Death Prophet, one of the better Death Prophets in the pro scene, if not the best. It's quite phenomenal actually watching his play. But here we go. We are beginning this game, best of 3, Newbee versus Team Secret. Team Secret up 1-0. And we do have a Shadow Fiend. I have not seen Shadow Fiend in a very long time. Very interesting. It's been very, very long since I have seen Shadow Fiend been played in anywhere other than the 1v1s. Having some trouble getting last hits. Only 1 deny for him so far. It's only 1 soul. I mean, as we all know, Shadow Fiend does love his souls, and he does need them in order to do anything. He's being held at that 1 deny by a CCC and Faith. Not the best early game in the world for mid 1. Does get another soul. That's 2. Starting to slowly climb back up. Poppy getting gone upon here is going to have to TP out immediately. Heads up play from him. Telekinesis was the only thing that these two heroes have to offer that could interrupt that TP, so he gets out of there, no problem. In the meantime, though, we do have KP playing Omni Knight in the off lane versus the lone safe laner of Ace. It's always quite tricky playing against Omni Knight. Yapsor finds first blood down in the safe lane. He will die for this, or maybe not. He might just get away. Indeed he does. 20 HP in there, although this greedy bounty rune grab may spell his death. It looks like it will. Puppy's there to help him out. Yapsor still quite alone. Won't get away though. Does find Kaka. Kaka played Slardar last game. It was absolutely great. He seemed to be all over the map, finding kill after kill, coming in with good amount of assists. Very good performance from him. Fada is getting some pretty heavy damage onto him right now. Kraken Shell is keeping him alive, but getting very low, already having burned through a lot of his regen. Mid 1 finally has the souls that he needs. Does get telekinesis up, but it does go the wrong way. He is able to secure the kill. Now moves on to SCCC. He will probably go down for this. There is no Crypt Swarm available. Doesn't even need it. Puppy now is going heads up with SCCC. Won't be able to do anything. This is a bad trade for Secret. They lose Shadow Fiend for a position 5 rubric. Lots of souls being lost, but should be relatively okay. Kaka is deciding to just jungle up for a little bit. Gets off a nice pull. Yapzor re-aggroes the creeps. Very well done by him. Well played indeed. KP is getting static linked damage. It's interesting. I have not seen... Omni Knight wasn't a very big force at all during TI, being played only a handful of times, and before TI, Newbee, Kaka finds the Yapzor. Anyway, as I was saying, Omni Knight was not played very much at all during TI, or even before, and then after that, it seems like he's in every major tournament. So great! I'm sure that Slacks will be very happy about that. Lots of replays for him to cast and things of that nature. Mid-1 is having a very rough start here in mid lane. He is starting to catch up though with the support combo, and Yapzor finds Faith. Puppey is there too. There is no glimpse for another very long time. The Burrow Strike is totally off. He does not go outside of there, and mid-1 is able to take the easy kill. Ice Shards do trap him in. And now mid-1 and SCCC are fairly even on the CS. SCCC is a little bit ahead of him, of course, because of that great start that he had, but like I said, fairly even, and the XP is decidedly in SCCC's favor, almost 3/4 of a level ahead of mid-1. KP is having to stay at arm's length away from Ace, otherwise he knows he'll just get all of his damage drained, and that's even easier CS for Ace there. Mid-1 does find a double damage rune. Could make some very unhappy Newbee players with this. He has not been seen with it. Doesn't look like he's really going to try and make too much of it though. Ace finds KP, links up to him. 126 damage stolen, and and immediately pops Eye of the Storm. This does affect buildings, I believe. Yes, it does. And he's just going to use this to keep going. Mugi glimpses back, getting quite low, pops the stick charges. He'll be fine. Kinetic field is off. But the reinitiation are there, and the burst damage from Mugi, the Burrow Strike, will catch him out. In the meantime, though, SCCC does find Ace in the off lane. He took the tower and then paid with his life. Always, generally, that's a very even, okay trade, willing to take, but he did lose a very large sum of gold for that, and that will put SCC within much closer range of his Yule's Scepter. Treads are basically complete for mid-1. All he has to do now is just ferry them out on the courier. Fada's into some trouble here. Let's get caught out by the Burrow Strike. It is on. Spirit Siphon is on too. Does have Ravage available if he decides to use it. Still no, he might have to commit it. Does not end up committing it. Was not able to get there in time, and now Yapzor is going to go down because of this as well. Jumps into the snowball, but that's just going to buy him a few more seconds. Crypt Swarm should take care of it. No, committed the ult actually to get that kill. In the meantime, though, Ace finds, links him up immediately and starts stealing some damage. Although magic damage might be just enough, SCCC does go down, and now Ace is in a very real opportunity to get a double kill. Kaka will have to jump into this Burrow Strike, the Sandstorm, but Yapzor doesn't care. He kills him anyways. Mugi finds Ace on the back of that. He should be okay. He's a Timber Saw, and there is no real lockdown for him. Has full mana, or excuse me, half mana. Easy for him to get out of there. Very, very beneficial trade though for Team Secret. They take out the position 2, I'd say, of position 2 and 4, and they lose there too. So overall, it is a net advantage. Kaka is here though, ready for a Sandstorm, or excuse me, for a Burrow Strike. Sandstorm's ready. KP is going to be able to TP out though. Is that negative 50 damage after that static link? My word. Map is sort of quieting down now. Treads and a kill complete. On mid 1, next item will be his Shadow Blade. About 1,200 gold away from the Yules is SCCC. Very great farmer, as all pros are, so not very far away. However, Newbee, they are circling around here. Mid 1 is kind of all by himself. If he does try and go back towards his fountain, he will surely die. Puppey might just pay the price for him. Fada is here, and Ravage is available. This could be a great way for them to turn the tides. Mid 1 is baiting SCCC in, so is Puppey. They seem to know that Newbee are waiting here. Here as they are going to back away. Yapzor is now here as well. It looks like mid 1's just going to go and farm up some Ancients and go down bottom lane to try and contest this move being made by Mugi. Does get the deny. Very well played for him. Level 10 talent does take the spell amp. It's very worth it, especially when you got a lineup like this where there's lots of passive armor. Dire Courier almost gets sniped. However, Ace comes in, starts stealing strength damage immediately from KP. Does end up getting it. Faith will go down. Falls to the ice shards of Yapzor. Fada is sitting mid lane. Does have his soul ring, but nothing else. Fada, let's smoke gank. Is there a smoke? There is a smoke available. Chat wheel spam's coming out for Secret just a little bit. Always good. Looks like they are going to smoke up here. Yes, they are indeed. 4-man smoke. Meanwhile, mid 1 is pushing out bottom lane. He is a very big damage dealer. So is Hero's Ace. He does break smoke. I try and bait just a little bit. They do see Mugi. They have a very deep ward here. This could be a huge kill for them. Does have the Shadow Blade complete onto mid 1. It's in there. He is gone. Static Storm committed to. Silenced up. Puppey gets the kill. Carry Disruptor here. We're gonna see it today, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good kill. I think that was the best kill they could have on the map. Maybe SCCC, but Mugi is just as good, especially because he was working on that Bloodstone. This will delay it even further. Definitely a very good kill for them. Next item queued up for mid 1 is the SNY. Be a huge thing. Huge power spike for him. Same thing with Ace. SNY for him too. He comes here to defend. Does get the Timber Chain in. Chakram goes out. Ace is silenced up, but he'll be okay. Kinetic Field does hit fine. Although Soul Assumption is onto Fada. He runs away. Plasma Field will hit, but he gets stuck up. There is a Ravage available. They do not want to use it just yet, though. Saving it for the absolute Worst case scenario, Fada will jump into the tree line and TP away. Yapzor, though, does get caught out by the Burrow Strike and the Timber Chain. Another Plasma Field from this Ace will keep them away. No one falls in this engagement, but still very, very, very close here for Fada. Very close. Mid 1. Still working on his S and Y. Did only just complete the Shadow Blades. At this point in the game, as an SF, you really want to be searching around and finding kills out on the map with a +1 or maybe +2. This is one of the power spikes that you kind of have to abuse when you first get your Shadow Blade. He's already found 1 kill with Moogie. KP is there. I don't think he knows that he is there, though. He will show now, and this could be a very dead Omni Knight. Yeah, indeed it is. He's already committed his Purification. Will go spell Immune. He might not be able to survive this, though. Kinetic Field is there. It's on the money. Spell... There we go. This should be... one more should do it. There we go. Mid 1 does take the kill. Really starting to get some money out of his Shadow Blade, and very just good all around for him. Necromastery, it does not go. It is not pure damage, so it will not go through that. Uh-oh. SCCC gets caught in a Kinetic Field Static Storm, will be able to heal himself up. Kinetic Field is down, but there goes the ultimate. They've been waiting for it this whole game. SCCC gets brought down low, but then right back up by KP. KP will run away. SCCC gets brought down by Fada. KP is found on the back lines by mid 1. Killing spree for him. Double kill, or not a double kill, but 2 for nothing. They get the position 2 and the position 3 for absolutely nothing at all, and they're going to get a tower off the back of this. They might lose their middle tier 1, but they'll more than happy to lose that in exchange for this bottom tier 2. Vada screams initiate, and that's what he's already done. They are going to start pressuring tier 3s here too. They do have a cannon wave. Once they, yeah, the creep wave just absolutely melts. They are going to back up as Moogie, SCCC, and KP do show their faces. They are going to have to get away. Shadow Fiend, mid 1 did TP back in order to deny the tower. It looks like they will be okay getting out of here. Drum charge use. Let's see. Oh, he does get ice charge, but no one to trap them with. Very sad day. Mid 1 has his Yasha complete. This is a very, very farmed Shadow Fiend, Shadow Blade, and Yasha at 16 minutes in. Anakilla and Treads at 16 minutes in. Yeah, he is on the absolute top of net worth. With Ace trailing right behind, not too far behind. Yasha complete for him as well. Will he get the double stack? It looks like he will get the triple stack. Wow. Well done for him. Smoke here onto mid 1. He gets popped immediately. Burst damages us too much for mid 1. Thought it could be in some trouble here if they decide to go, but no, it's Yapzor who just walks into 5 heroes from Newbee. And they are going to start taking Roche. This Roche will not fall super fast. Or maybe it will. There is the... Who has the... Who has the... There... No, where's the medallion? Who has the medallion of courage? It's not you. Did I... Oh, I must have just missed it. SCCC has the medallion. This Roche does fall pretty fast. Goes down. Just into the hands of Moogie, as expected. He is one of their huge win conditions in this matchup. Poppy running around on a warning mission. There is a DD. It looks like they're saving it for mid 1. He does have his full S and Y complete. Fada really wants to smoke kick, and I think that Yapzor might just indulge him. They smoke up Ace actually takes the DD. They wanted to smoke before they actually took it. This could be very huge for them, especially with Eye of the Storm ready. Swirl around. It looks like they're looking for SCCC. They could find him. There is no Blink Dagger onto Fada, so this will not go the way they want it to. Moogie will break the smoke, and it looks like they're going to have to back off from this. There are too many heroes here from Newbee. The Observer Ward will scout the retreat, make sure that no one's following them. They are fairly certain of that. The scan will catch on to no one. Secret may be wondering whether or not there was anyone pushing out their lanes. Moogie is getting quite close. He still has about 2,000 gold to go until he does have his or excuse me, only about 700 gold to go. He can disassemble the point booster. Mid 1, business as usual, going for the BKB next. Fada will be going for his Blink Dagger next. Could have served him very well in that last almost engagement, we'll call it. If he had a Blink Dagger, he blinks in, and that's SCCC gone from the map. Moogie maybe as well, but lost opportunity, we'll call it, or maybe it's tactful retreat. We'll just see.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think for his level 20 talent, he's going to have to go for the Shadow Rays damage. There's so much magic damage from this enemy team that the evasion really doesn't make that much sense. It's not quite as worthwhile as it could be. Big move up here from Newbee. It looks like they really do want this tower. Moogie has his Bloodstone complete, so he'll be doing just fine for mana regen. This could be a huge tipping point. If he dies here, he gets knocked back immediately to I believe it's 12, maybe 8. No, it's 12. 12 Bloodstone charges, and that's really quite disheartening for
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
maybe. Yeah, I think it's 12. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, it's very disheartening. It's very difficult to really come back once you start losing those Bloodstone charges, because it's a great moment for you to snowball up. Speaking of snowballing, he is going for the BOTs next. Fada has finally purchased his Blink Dagger. He's flying out in the courier now. Ravage is available as well, so this could be a very, very successful. The next engagement could prove to be phenomenally successful. Yapzor finds Moogie, or does Moogie find Yapzor? Moogie gets static linked up. Timber Chain will break that though. He looks like he might want to fight. Kinetic Field will connect. Moogie wants to fight into this. He does have that fresh Bloodstone picked up. And a hood to boot, so he's rip-roaring and ready to go. Meantime, mid one getting quite close to his BKB, only about a few hundred gold away, maybe 1,000. Ace is also getting very close to his BKB. Let's see, what is the next item? KP's next item choice. He's doing quite well. He doesn't have a lot that he needs to get. He's mostly wants to be that essentially just a free Guardian Angel and Repel onto Moogie or SCCC, whoever needs it more. Kaka does have his Force Staff and his Blink complete. Very slow game for the moment. Definitely sort of a farming fest going on here, as neither side really wanting to commit too much. Moogie seems to be ready to go, but really he doesn't have the full support of his team just yet. It seems like they think they need just a few more items He jumps in there. He will have to jump away as he does take a few right-click harass as well as a gush. Now it looks like they are ready to start pressuring this tier 2 middle. They've been slowly pushing the creep wave out. Mid 1 is invis in the middle of all of this, ready to jump in. He's still waiting for it. He's waiting for the perfect moment. In the meantime, the Static Storm is down. Down goes Kaka. But the Ravage is huge. It hits onto 2 heroes. Ace will take down Faith with the backup. KP has to run for his life. In the meantime, though, Moogie is doing so much work. Ace starts taking him down. There he goes. Puppy was really the one who gets the final last hit. And now SCCC and KP, the sole survivors of a very, very well done team fight by Secret all over the map. That ended up taking up this whole portion of the map here. Actually, even more than that, it took up this much. Very, very well done by them. Fantastic communication coming out from this team, being able to communicate what they need exactly when they need it. And yeah, like we said, he is already down to 9 Bloodstone charges. Moogie is static linked up, losing 148 damage already. Does cancel the ult on mid 1. There he goes. He will let it fly. Does not hit as much as he would like it to. He is silenced up. BKB is there, though. He might bring down Moogie. Indeed, he does. Him and Ace together. In the meantime, Kaka, Epicenter, does find Ace. Moogie is doing lots of right-click damage, though. He will be glimpsed back in. That's death for Kaka, I'm sure. Yapsor is able to finish it up as mid 1 was Yulesed up in the air. Faith is sure to go down here. There he goes. Triple kill for Yapsor. Maybe we're seeing the carry Tusk here. As it turns out, you don't need items to be a carry on Tusk. You just need a Spirit Vessel. That's all you need. Phenomenal team fights coming out here from Team Secret. Absolutely putting on a clinic of how to communicate and work together as a Dota 2 team. Very, very well done by them. Next item for Fada is his Force Staff. And the next item for mid 1 is going to be his AC. Once I pump out all the DPS. In the meantime, Moogie to answer this. It looks like he is queuing up a show yourself. Let's see. Are you a Hex? Yeah, you're a Hex. No. No, is it? I'm very confused by what he is buying. He's getting a purse. Oh, is it a Lotus Orb? Yeah, it's a Lotus Orb. Okay, that took way too long for me to figure out. I promise I actually played Dota. I do. Already down to 6 Bloodstone charges, and he's getting run at by. He does find the thing. Oh no, he gets glimpsed back, and the immediate Ravage plus ult. Plus mid 1 ult. This game has gone from bad to, is going from bad to worse. What's Moogie down to? He's down to 4 Bloodstone charges. Plasma Field. Faith might just go down here. The Ravage was stolen by Faith. He does use it. SCCC pops BKB. Epicenter is huge. Then comes in the Guardian Angel. Mid 1 has to go away. It looks like Ace or Puppy gets brought down. Ace static link damage. Stole 236 damage from SCCC. The only damage that SCC has available is magic damage. That might just be enough. No, it isn't. He gets used up. He's getting brought down quite low. Mid 1 is there. He goes in. Ace does go fall to SCCC. Mid 1 cannot provide enough DPS to take out SCCC. Yapsor gets taken down by Moogie and Kaka here. Jumps into the snowball. Will only keep him alive for just a second. He forces away. No, he's not long for this world. A very, very team fight taken very well by Newbee. Coming back and saying they are still in this fight. They will not be taken out. Let's see the status of buyback. And it looks like almost all of them, except for Faith and Moogie, do have buyback available. So, very surprising. SCCC has catapulted up the net worth scale. He now has This Fate will finish. We'll be looking to finish up that Shiva's Guard next. If we look at the gold graph, it's still very much in the favor of Team Secret, but there's a substantial dip here from that very last team fight. XP graph as well. Shows that Newbee aren't out of this fight yet. They've got a long way to go because they're still quite behind, but they can do it.
I'll take your tribute.
Let's see. Next item up for Ace is also a Shiva's Plasma Field. Shiva's not be a fun thing to run into. Hyperstone is complete onto mid 1. Fada really wants to smoke gank again, and sure they do. I really do enjoy it. They see that the few Shadow Rays is coming out from mid 1 and immediately ping out the smoke. Puppey will break the smoke. The high ground, it is seen, Timbersaw is seen with these wars. Does get glimpsed back into a static storm. No, he doesn't. Somehow he misses that. But immediately, mid 1 gets focused down immediately by SCCC. The stolen Ravage, I think, from... No, it was just the regular Ravage. SCCC does get caught up in the kinetic field. It looks like Fada and Puppey will get away safe. Cannot say the same for Yapsor, though, as he is getting chased down by Mugi. Does have a Force Staff available in 7 seconds. Kinetic field will keep him definitely within this realm of safety. We'll be able to TP out from there if he needs to, but here comes Mugi, Faith, and KP. Absolor get out of there. Ace and Puppey, they're not done though. It looks like they want to go on to SCCC. They will glimpse him back into a connect field. It just barely misses. A very, very good team fight. We look at the gold graph. There's another big dip towards the side of Newbee. A few more bloodstone charges for Mugi. That always feels good. We have 4 heroes sitting down here for it looks like they might try and smoke up here with how close they're playing together, but it looks like they're just going to go try and mess with Fada. SCCC goes to follow him, but he knows he's already going to be TP'd out by the time he gets there. SCCC has elected to go for the plus 500 health level 20 talent instead of the Crypt Swarm cooldown. Definitely sick of getting focused down in these fights. Still working on that AC is mid 1. Seems like he's been working on it for quite a while now. I wonder when he is going to upgrade to that Silver Edge to help take out this Timbersaw. Although, something to be said for Silver Edge matchup, it isn't the best against Timbersaw because it does stop reactive armor from stacking, but if he already does have 10, 20, 30 stacks of reactive armor, then it's not going to, it does not purge that from him. In fact, yeah, it cannot be dispelled once it is already there. So once that reactive armor has been purged, he cannot get any further stacks, but... Ooh, the scan from the die will catch onto an illusion. Don't know if that was purposeful or not. Mugi will get this Aegis cheese into the hands of SCCC. Fairly standard here. Exactly what we thought. Ace goes to the armor over the -1 second Eye of the Storm in 0.1 second Eye of the Storm interval. What would that change it to? Strike interval would then be 0.2. Or it's gonna be 0.4. I can do math, I promise. So you know, it's not super big. Working on the refresher. There we go. Now some classic Dota. Fada is working on his refresher. Double Ravage. Mid 1 has finally picked up his AC. Going now for the MKB. Accuracy is quite a hard thing to turn down. There is no detection here. He might walk through that. No, just barely misses it. But Puppey will walk right through it. The scan.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Lots of farming going by from both teams. Kaka's sort of all by himself here. Quite ballsy to farm out this far, especially with Fada around. I don't think that he can survive 2 rotations from Fada. In comes mid one looking to find out this cheeky Sand King, but he's already gone by now. For the 25 talent, oh, they're both so good. Plus 3 damage per soul. Good lord, that turns it from what, 36 times 2, 36 times 5, minus 36 times 2. That's an additional 108 damage if he has max souls. But the cooldown reduction is also great. 40% cooldown reduction turns this into a 60-second cooldown as opposed to a 100-second cooldown. And these into 6 seconds instead of 10 seconds. So very, very, very high value talents here. They do smoke up. Does Blink in and Burrow Strike, although Kaka will force away. He'll be just fine. Kraken Shell helping to keep him alive. Looks like both teams are strapping up for a team fight. I think every single ultimate on the field is totally ready. Invisible line is drawn seemingly right here between the two sides. Ace walks in. Aether Lens is ready for Mugi. Will activate it. Fada wants to smoke up down south here. Indeed they are, but this middle tower is getting brought down so low. There is a glyph available and they are going to use it. Now is the time for them to start to strike. But still, they're just going to cede this tower. As soon as it goes, though, the Ravage is committed. Ace pops Kaka immediately. The triple Spirit Siphon is out. SCCC taking lots of damage, or taking lots of life. Ace will bring out the Plasma Field. Mugi Timber Chains in, though, from across the universe. Another Ravage, this time from Faith, the Stolen Ravage. Mid one lets the ult go. Puppy goes down to SCCC. Ace is getting brought very low. He has to run away. Same with the other heroes. There was a Walrus Punch out there, but it did not connect onto whoever it needed to. Meantime, this top tower is being brought down super low by this double cannon wave. One more hit from each of them, they'll still go down. Within deny range. In fact, they might just end up denying it to keep the gold out of the filthy, filthy paws of Team Secret. Very, very good fight from Newbee, only losing Kaka, taking out Disruptor. Very, very even. They definitely... It could have gone very poorly, and it didn't. Both teams actually... It seemed like Team Secret should have had that fight handily, but very, very heads-up plays from all of the players on Newbee in order to avoid that fate. CCC, Shiva's Complete is now going for an Octarine. Pretty close to it, actually. In fact, might just have enough to buy it outright. Let's see. Yeah, no, still about 1,000 gold away. I totally lied. Nowhere close. KP does have his Lotus Orb complete as well. Next item for him is an Axe. Global Guardian Angel is nothing to shake a stick at. Rubrik still has Ravage stolen. 40 seconds on the cooldown for that. Getting closer and closer to this Refresher Orb. Let's see if we can track it back here. Yeah, still about 2,200 gold away. Getting closer though. Midwin Illusion here is sitting, trying to... They will smoke. Will they go for him? not see that smoke because he was stuck in trees. Ace and Puppy are down here all by themselves. They could be in some very serious trouble. They need to get out of there. Caping jumps in. The Burrow Strike is off, and he does force himself forward, but it is not enough. Puppy will get gone upon, though. The double Chakram is out. Hags is ready, and there he goes.
Out of my way!
Out of my way, says Rizrak, and yeah, he sure as hell does get out of the way. Newbee has his Ags complete. Looks like he's going for either a Shiva's or a BOT's. I think Shiva's definitely are the next item over BOT's. Gives you so much more to work with. Definitely need more damage in these team fights right now. They're relying mostly upon SCCC for all of the right click, and he does bring a lot to the table, but I don't think it's quite enough to deal with the amount that is going to be required of him. Does have a full Octarine finished. Whenever he chooses to buy it, looks like he will pick that up very soon here. Saving for buyback too. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This bottom tower should go down here. There's an ult available for SCCC should he choose to use it, but I doubt he will. He wants to save that for racks, especially with a 145-second cooldown. You know, I'd say the next time you use it, you definitely want to have an Octarine ready. Just so that the cooldown isn't quite as gnarly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So it looks like he will finally pick up this Octarine. There it goes. Hands the cheese off to KP. He does have his BOT recipe complete, just waiting to ferret out on the courier. Yeah, here we go. +3 damage per soul. Yeah, now he hits for. Well, he hits an awful lot like a freight train. So much right click, and Ace 2 when he gets that spell steal. Let's see, what does Ags do for him? Causes faster strikes. It will only when striking buildings, it will only target towers, barracks, and the ancient. Definitely ready to start. Start pressuring towers super heavily. Looks like the RP on SCCC has a tome available of all things. Wants to get up to that level 25 as soon as he can. This is I haven't seen this talent picked up actually before. Exorcism grants haste. That could be pretty big. Does hit almost 25. Gets pretty close. Will be interesting. +8 exorcism spirits. Bring him up to a total of 32. Each one. Very good. Very good talents here. Now that he does have his MKB complete, it looks like mid one is content to save for buyback. Should see a Silver Edge picked up pretty soon. It's just a good enough item that it makes sense to get it, as opposed to waiting to not get it. They do smoke up here. There was the smoke gank call out from Fada. Did I miss it? Oh, I didn't miss it. He just didn't do it. He's trying to mess me up. Plus 250 damage or 25% cooldown reduction. He already has the refresher. There's no way he doesn't choose the damage here. Looks like they will go into Roche. They could take it pretty sneakily. Newbee is around, but it looks like they're not going to be able to do it. Yeah, it does get pinged out immediately by Faith. Yep, so it does break smoke and starts dewarding with his gem. I think the next objective that these teams need to look for is definitely Roshan. I think Secret, if they could take Roche, they'd absolutely be that would give them the high ground, the advantage that they need to go high ground. Right now, I don't think that they can. Not with SCCC and Newbee still alive. With the Ags almost. Is it complete yet? Yeah, it is totally complete. On to Omni Knight. Now it affects buildings as well. Now his ultimate affects buildings. There's no way that they can take high ground at all. In fact, I don't even know if they can take a fight. The double ravage is good, but I don't know that it's enough. I think the target they need to prioritize is definitely KP, so he cannot get Guardian Angel off. Once they take down KP, they can work on SCCC and Mugi as well. But while KP is alive and Guardian Angel is available, there's no way that any fight really ends on doing. Fada will get jumped up. Yapzor jumps in. Here's the initiation that we're waiting for. Static Storm is out. He is silenced. Was this a stolen sound form? SCCC does take the Exorcism, granting haste. Ace is on his tail, though, stealing so much damage. 253 damage. There goes the ult from Omni Knight. Mid one lets loose with the ultimate, throwing huge amounts of damage at Mugi. Fada goes down. Was not able to get. Yes, he was able to get that double out. Does say get back is spammed out. Kaka for Fada, and looks like Yapzor will certainly go down here as well. 2 for 1 for Newbee. Wasn't the 2 that they wanted, but it's the 2 that they got, and they'll certainly take it. The gem does hit the deck into the hands of Faith. And with this, they are going to start looking at taking high ground now. The Ravage is gone. It will not be up for another 114 seconds. No buyback on him. There is buyback available on Yapzor, but they're not going to push high ground. It looks like instead they might go towards Roche. No, they don't. Instead, it looks like they're trying to find mid one, but mid one's too slick. He's out of there like that. Has 6,000 gold in his inventory right now, waiting to see what he does end up buying. At this point, he could buy any single item in the game of Dota. There's nothing too rich for his blood. He could just buy it right out. He could buy it outright. Let's see what's the story with Ace. Yeah, once he got his Ags, he too is saving for buyback. They both do have it ready with gold to spare. Even after buyback, mid one will still have over 4,000 or 2,000 surplus gold, so he is looking mighty fine right now. Did decide, let's see what's on the courier. Did decide to pick up a Chrysalis. Here we go, doubling down, getting some more right click. What does he replace it with, though? He still has 6-second BKB. Maybe Monkey King Bar. There's not a lot of evasion coming out from these cores. I think he might just wait for it to upgrade to a Daedalus. He still has 2,500. Means gold. That means he does have that much to spend. I think the Daedalus is just a little bit too rich for his blood at this moment. Indeed it is, but in jumps Fada. Kaka does get glimpsed back into the Static Storm, silenced up. He might just go down. No, he doesn't. Running away on 200 HP. That's 1 or 2 right clicks from one of these cores. Timber Chain across the universe in from Mugi. Decides to pick up that level 25 talent plus 1400 range, and he's making him feel every single inch of it. Puppy will certainly fall here. Fada with a huge Ravage, and the Guardian Angel will save them from extra damage. Fada is ready. Refresher Orb is not ready yet. He might just go down here. Indeed, it looks like he will be fine, though. Shrine's up to save his life. Ace is right in the background. No ultimate committed. Still has Static Storm or Static Link available, too. Kaka going down. Decides to let it go with the Plasma Field. Pops the BKB, stealing so much damage. 131. Ace takes down KP with the help of Mugi. With the help of mid one, I'm sorry. Mugi will go down here, too. There he goes. Double kill for Ace. He might go down here as Faith gets popped by mid one. Ace is still alive. They are chasing SCCC. I think it's SC with 4 Cs. Now they're going to move into Roche with this advantage. Only 1 hero left on the map, and all they had to pay for it was absolutely nothing. Not a single hero has gone down for the side of Team Secret. SCCC looking to buy a refresher. And now a refresher shard is on Tidehunter as well as his refresher orb.
Thank you so much.
Decided to put the Shadow Blade in the backpack in order to Shadow Blade and the BKB in the backpack. Picked up a full Bloodthorn to deal with these pesky heroes. This is a very, very scary moment for absolutely anyone on the side of Newbee, especially when he finds a double damage. Oh, KP or Kaka, you're in so much trouble here, my friend. He does have a gem, so he did know that he was there. 952 damage on that crit. Let's think, what's the crit? 100 plus 140% damage. I mean, honestly, and a double damage too. Over 544 damage on this Shadow Fiend. And has 32 armor to boot. This is an absolute... this is one of the most farmed Shadow Fiends I've seen in a very, very long time. And if we look at the other cores, Ace 2, he's no slouch. He's working on a refresher of his own. We have 2 refresher orbs already on this map. There's room for a third. I'm waiting for KP to start working on his, the way this game has been going. Having double Guardian Angel in a fight would I think actually be extraordinarily helpful, but in comes Mugi, Timber Chaining across the universe. Mid one decides to go in here, decides maybe against it on second thought, will just walk away. Kinetic Field covers the retreat of Ace. Did he get the Kinetic Field AoE? Oh no, it's just duration. I'm sorry, I thought that was an AoE talent. I guess not, though. Ace almost has enough for his refresher orb. Here we go, they are smoked up. Where was the call, Fada? I was waiting for you to say let's smoke, and you're letting me down, man. Anyway, here comes... Here they go. KP could get caught out here. Immediately goes on him. Bloodthorn 2 in the Static Storm. Down will go SCCC as well. Huge kills for Team Secret. I mean, these heroes, they just absolutely melt. Committing the Static Storm and the Bloodthorn. KP has to buy back. SCCC, I'm sure, will as well. Has the refresher orb in the quick buy. It is ready. Kaka jumps in, gets a quick burrow strike, double chakram out. Mugi jumps in though across the universe. He does Timber Chain in. They will be happy with the double buyback though. It looks like they are just content to walk away. A little bit surprised that they were willing to give that up like that. I feel like with the Aegis onto mid one, they could have definitely threatened a lot more. You know, you're able to use all of your raises as much as you want, and then you know, come with the ability to silence up this Timber Saw. Let's see, what are you working on next? Looks like this is going to be a... Oh, come on now. Here we go. Yeah, a Hex coming out here for Mugi. There's the call from Fada. As it looks like they are getting ready to smoking. They decide to go for the cooldown reduction instead of the 250 damage. Kind of has to with his Ravage. Looks like we will have a double Ravage, possibly even a triple if the next team fight happens after 50 seconds, more than 50 seconds from now. .53 minutes in. This is a very, very tense game. Secret have a commanding lead in both gold and possibly XP. Yes, they do. But the team fight from Newbee is just so strong. There's It's so difficult to go high ground against them, especially now that the Aegis has been reclaimed. Mid one, he pops Invis and then puts the Shadow Blade in his backpack so like he can slot in his power treads. I mean, he's 6 slotted, as 6 slotted as anyone can be. I think we should just start looking for a Moon Shard for him soon. Ice Shards inside of the kinetic field. They really don't want anyone to go anywhere there, but it wouldn't even make a difference as there was no one actually in there. Ace does have the gold for his refresher should he choose to buy it. DD is spotted out here by Fada. Very, very scary moment. This double damage Shadow Fiend, Arcane Rune. This is the perfect time for them to fight. They have an Arcane Rune onto Tidehunter and a double damage onto their 500,000 DPS. There we go. There's the jump in with the Ravage. Refresher Shards up, is not able to get the second one off. Kaka and Faith do go down. They're looking for a CCC. He does get stunned up. There goes the second Ravage out. A third one is available if he wants to blow this third Refresher. Ult out from Omni Knight. Looks like they might just get away. Another. There goes the third and final Ravage. KP goes down. Who's hexed up? Yapsor too. Fada is getting super low. He will go down too. But Mugi gets... Ace pops SCCC. Mugi looks like he will go down too. They just need a few more right clicks onto him. He has 0 health left. An absolute team wipe. Team Secret. This has got to be GG. Team Secret can just walk in. It looks like they're going to Shrine. No, this is when you take towers and high ground. Yapsor is saying go, go. No one has buyback on Team Newbee. 100 seconds on the sideline for SCCC. A full minute down for Mugi. A full minute down for KP. The closest one to spawning is the Sand King, and by that time they might just lose all of their racks. I mean, backdoor is a laugh to this Shadow Fiend, as well as this Razor with Ags. KP and Faith, or excuse me, Kaka and Faith are both back alive. 2 lanes of racks for sure from this push. Maybe even a third if they want to push their luck. And they certainly could, honestly. Another 45 seconds until SCCC responds. Glyph comes out. Mugi will be back in under 10 seconds. I think they could still take this lane of racks if they really tried. There's a refresher, so Eye of the Storm is just a click away. This will be megas. I don't think that there is any way that Newbee come back from Mega. So much damage being thrown up here. Ace is hexed up, but now the tier 4s are there. Kaka goes down. So did Faith in that last engagement. Only 2 heroes alive now. There's another Ravage available. Another 2 Ravages available with that Refresher Orb. On to Fada. And this base is absolutely in shambles. Tier 4s are being taken down right now. I mean, there's almost no way you come back from this. Mugi jumps in, Timber Chains across the universe, immediately goes in Viz, does the Shadow Fiend. He does have ult available if he wants to use it. Mugi gets brought down low by these right clicks. He just gets brought down all the way. This has got to be GG. Indeed it is. Another double Ravage coming out. Team Secret absolutely destroying Newbee in this game. Mid 1 having the time of his absolute life. I'm thoroughly blown away. I would have called it for Newbee when this series began, but Secret are totally flexing their muscles, and they win the best of 3, 2 games to nothing against Newbee. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.